Hello, YouTube. Optimistic Teal here. So, before we get started with Tracer's icon and just a couple little bit of announcements. So, I think I've decided what sort of direction I really want to go with my channel, and I put a lot of thought into it. I honestly think I really want to do more drawing stuff, as I really enjoy it. And on top of that, I mean, it seems like you guys enjoyed the art stuff. So, I'm gonna do something really simple today. Just a little Tracer icon. So, okay, I want to start off with the goggles, and I really want to try to go for the center area. Just sort of go with it. So, her goggles are kind of curvy. Um, so you basically just it kind of looks almost like a really curvy M. When doing the sort of outline for her goggles. So I'm right, so because I'm left-handed. I don't know. This side just seems easier. So I'm doing the outline first, in case if anyone was curious. So I always like to kind of start off with one side, and then kind of just come over here. It kind of looks like a heart for some reason. Oh my God, Valentine's Day drawing, that would have been a good idea. But anyway, so now we're hitting these curves, right? So honestly, whenever I draw anything, I feel like curves are always a huge like pain in the ass because they kind of are a little bit, anyways. Um, but just take your time and you'll really get it the way you want it. So her bottom, I'm gonna call it her bottom lens, right? Her bottom lens seems to really pop out more, like it hits more of that ball kind of shape towards the corner. So that's why I'm doing the middle piece first. And then, okay, we're gonna come down here. Sorry, I have to like focus up. Um, okay, so we got that, right? So if anything, we're actually not gonna need this corner piece. I'm gonna get rid of that because the way her icon is, her hair covers like that part, which her hair should be fun. It's like anime style hair with the icon. So we'll come over here. We'll sharpen these lines up a little bit just because they're kind of jagged because of the way I draw. Um, okay, so we're gonna come here. I was actually playing Tracer before I started, and then um, ooh, this curve is gonna give me a little bit of trouble, I think, but we might be able to fix it. Okay, so we have like the general idea for the goggles. Now, the sides are a little different actually. I should actually fix this a tiny bit here. Not that it's too messed up. I really want this one to be perfect. So if you notice, this side comes out a little more. That was actually my bizzle. Um, so we're going to fix it, and we're gonna come over here, and then we're gonna go up, and then come here. So one trick I really like is if you have issues with curves, which are fine by the way, that's an okay issue. Um, you can always kind of shape them out a little bit and then really round the edges whenever you come back for your final touches, which is something I like to do just because I struggle with it. So since we're not really gonna need this side, that's kind of why I'm slanting this one off more than this one because we're actually just gonna be hair, um, basically here. I'm gonna start off with a spike to the far left. Um, so also I'm pretty sure you guys can hear the little raindrops outside. So tracer spikes are, obviously they're spiked towards the tips of them. They're kind of like those anime spikes of in the sense like they really round up. See, if anything, I made that way too skinny. We need to so I'm actually, let's see, where is this? I'll swap to this. This isn't anything fancy by the way, but I just want to show you guys. It's just my little favorite pencil. I'm just switching to it because it's lighter. So Okay, so we need to round these edges as much as we can because I've always kind of had anime trope problem of, see, it's starting off a little funky, like, but I think what's throwing me off. Did I lose my eraser? Okay. Okay. Wow, that eraser is dirty, but it's the magic eraser nonetheless. So here we go. Um. All right. So I think I figured out what I did wrong here. We need to again hit that curve, like so. So it's a little too curvy. Damn. Um. We'll come down here. Okay, okay. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Okay. So, remember how we came over here? We slanted this, and we actually need to build it off of here, and then go down there. So, now that we have this out of the way, we can. By the way, I'll come back and clean up some of this. It's just how I like to draw. Okay. So, this part kind of comes out a tiny bit, but we only need a small change right here. And then, so one thing I like to do is measure distance. So, for example, this next spike actually only comes out to about as far as the last one. So, I'm gonna adjust the camera a tiny bit, like so, and then well, you guys can see it. Um, so given the background, for some reason, I'm having a really hard time seeing this. Um, okay. So I like drawing in a more or less shading kind of way. It's just comfortable to me, which is why I like this pencil so much because it really suits that style. Um, so again, now Tracer has these curves, no pun intended, but she got these curvy like hair spikes, and I'm looking at I feel like a moron. I'm looking at the wrong spike. It's the next spike I have to draw. So this one, if anything, just kind of slants a tiny bit, and then it comes up here. If anything, something I need to work on is my proportions because we are all sorts of messed up here, aren't we? Um, okay. I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little cheating. I said a little bit, so it's okay. Oh God, what is this? Oh no. Okay, okay. Recap, boys. We are doing a recap because I do not seem to know how to do proportions right now. Okay, so let's do a recap. We're gonna shrink down her spikes because oh man, okay, okay. You know what? Maybe if we start with this, because right here, we'll start off with the right side just to make it a little easier. Okay, so I'm liking this side already a little bit more. Um, so this side is kind of simple in the sense of like you basically just come up here and you really want this like diagonal sort of thing. I'm just using this as a guideline. That's all this is. Um, and then you basically just kind of want to come straight diagonalish kind of up here. And then you want to hit this sort of triangle shape that she has right here, which is just like this kind of that corner. You really just want to grab that corner. And then this essentially is our guideline for the rest of her spikes. So what we're going to do, I don't know why my voice changes like that. We're going to come up here and we're gonna shorten this spike simply to put it like right here. So now we can do this because our hair is crazy. Um, okay, you know what? Here's what we'll do. We are gonna simplify this. Oh, I feel like such a casual. Okay, so her spike essentially ends at the corner piece of this. Like, yeah, I know, right? Some crazy hair Miss Tracer has. So we are going to Miss Tracer. Wow, how formal of me. Um, but we are going to put that there. I think that spike is too thick though, cause look, if it, we need to do this, kinda, and then okay, we'll we'll round it off a tiny bit here, cause it curves in right about there anyway. So we will get rid of this. Yeah. Also, I am looking into getting a drawing tablet for my birthday, so hopefully I can do some digital art in the future. Because man, I hate erasing things because I always push a little too hard on the pencils, and I can never quite get it out. So this spike, we're gonna sort of call it right here. So again, you're gonna hit that sort of roundish shape, and then you're gonna have it meet up there, and then boom, second spike, ladies and gentlemen. We're on the road to victory. So we're gonna come here. This is the spike I was talking about earlier when I was saying Tracer got them curves, no pun intended. Um, we're gonna come down here. I've always wanted to know like what hair gel do these people use? Cause like I am jealous, and yeah, not gonna lie, I used to rock like them Super Saiyan spikes and like my sophomore year. I had like some spiky ass hair and it was tall. Like it was really cool actually, and I really enjoyed it. So anyway, um, enough about my weeaboo days. Well, weeaboo days. I'm still a weeaboo. Um, anyway, we're going to come here. So this one kind of hits a funky shape. It's like it's slightly diagonal, kind of, but it seems to kind of hit that really obtuse angle of sort of kind of like here. And then you just want to bring it down a notch. And then come down here. If anything, I've actually kind of really fucked this one up. I might actually have to redo this on another day because I am ruining like Trace's look so hard right now. Um, then we'll come here. We're actually just bringing her hair farther down than what it's supposed to be. So, but it kind of matches because see we're actually remember we're supposed to bring it down here, but in all actuality all we need to do to fix this is boom, we're going back to cheating, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna put that there, and then remember that this comes here. So now I'm actually, ooh, wow, this is so toughy. um do that. Wow, this is actually giving me a lot more trouble than I originally anticipated. Um, come here. No, that goes way more up. Here. Okay, so I know you're thinking like, whoa, what's up with this hair, right? So again, we're gonna come back and fix this because this middle spike, right? That middle spike is really like just annoying me. So we actually kind of need to give this more of that like V-ish shape to it. Um, so we'll do that, but putting that there, and then now that we have this sort of gap that we need, we can fix this spike, and then have that come right there. Okay, so we'll come here, we'll fix this, because this is kind of all sorts of messed up here. We need this to basically just come out here. And then, sorry if you can hear my dog snoring, by the way. Got it. You're snoring, buddy. Gotti's my dog, if you guys didn't know. Okay, so now that this is kind of coming out this way, we need to adjust. So Tracer has like a little corner piece right here that we're gonna really work with. So we're going to, now if you remember this hair spike from earlier, we're just connecting the dots, and then we're gonna come down a little bit, and then, oh wow, I'm really bad at this. Okay. Okay, so in my defense, right, part of the reason I'm messing up, I have to keep back at my screen, like my TV, and I keep, like, okay, wait, right here is where I want. Okay, so we're gonna curve down. I feel like I'm typing in an old-ass cheat code. Curve down, then boom, and then now connect the dots, and then, so this is where our hair spike was supposed to be, but we seem to royally have fucked this up a little bit. Oh, and something just fell off my desk. Yay. Okay, so we're gonna erase all this, right? And then we're basically just gonna, again, we're gonna fix her goggles, and then, let's see, because I keep forgetting that there's actually supposed to be a solid corner of her glasses missing, which is what I did not for in this. And then we'll add the spike. And then, okay, again, it's way too skinny, just like the first time. Okay. And then, boom, we'll connect the dots. And then all that's really left to do here is, oh, I have a like. Hello. All we really need to do now is basically do what we did the first time, except now we're just basically doing an outline. So, pretty easy. That's going to annoy me. Okay. I'm bad with curves. Okay, so we're gonna come down here. And then we're gonna hit that boom. And then boom. And then boom. Okay. Tracer's icon. I'll add color and certainly clean this up more, because but we're gonna clean this up and then we'll finish here. Okay. I'm gonna clean up what I can. I actually pressed like way too hard on the pencil apparently, because there's a ton of lines left. Beauty about digital art, by the way, you can just really fix your fuck ups by deleting a layer or two, which is But if you're like me, you draw, just don't press too hard. Okay, so I'm gonna lift the camera a bit. Here's sort of what we got. The hair spikes messed me up quite a bit. The goggles really weren't that hard. Um, but I'll probably fix that hair. What I did was is I messed up my proportions, and see what happened was this spike was basically supposed to um basically kind of come diagonal and then curve around, which I kind of did, but did at the same time because it's kind of has that obtuse angle shape, but in the sense of like curvy look to it. So yeah. Um. Anyway, let me know what you thought of the video. And one more thing before I go, the images I used in the thumbnail for this live stream, they are not mine. Okay, I just want to say that now. Um, I just kind of put a thumbnail together at the last second with some images I found on Google. So, um, if I can find like credit to like I guess who drew the tracer in that and then the background of the drawing or whatever, I'll put it in the description. So anyway, peace out, like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed.